Hello everyone, welcome to Big Data Knowledge Hunt. In the today's video, we will be seeing the data structures that are being used in the Python language. So in the previous video, we have saw what is meant by Python language, where it is used, what are the different applications of Python language. Link to that video will be in the description box. You can go through it. So here we will be seeing the data structure that is mostly used in Python. As we all know, there are basically data structures as tree or array, linked list. These are some of the data structures that we use in C and Java. I hope everyone must be familiar with the data structures that are used in C and Java. But in Python, there are some specific data structures which are used widely to store the data or to manipulate the data. So they have a greater flexibility in storing the data within different types, and they provide a faster processing environment. So let us see what are the different data structures. So basically there are three data structure. First is the list, second is the tuple, and third is the dictionary. So we'll see one by one what is mean by list. So first we'll see the list data structure. So list is similar to array. As we all know, in array we store the element in the order the sequence. Similarly, in the list also, we can store the data which is of numeric as well as string. So both type of data can be stored into the list. And the lists are used to store the different types of data in a sequential manner or ordered manner. Here there are the addresses assigned to every element of a list, which is called as the index. So same as in array, here the address is assigned to the every element, which is called as the index. So the index value starts from 0 and goes until the last element. So this is called as positive indexing, whereas in list there is also negative indexing which start from -1. Okay, so this will enable us to access the elements from last to first. Similarly in array, we can access the element from first to last as well as from last element to the first element. So let us see the example of the list. Here is an example of a list. So as you can see here, we have declared an empty list. Name of the list is my underscore list. So this is the list we have created, which is an empty list. So to declare a list, we have to use this bracket, which is a square bracket. And if we print this list, this will only print a empty list because nothing is stored into the list. Now here I am adding the element to the list. I am adding the data to the list. I have added 1, 2, 3, comma a string as well as a float number. So after I print the list, it will print all these elements. So this is the difference between how to create the list, empty list, as well as how to create a list with data, or how to add the elements to the list. So this is a basic example of a list creation. Next data structure is a tuple. Tuple is similar to list, but it is immutable. Immutable means the value in a tuple cannot be modified. They can only be read. Means we cannot modify the tuple. We can modify the list. We can append the list. We can add elements to the list, as well as we can delete the element from the list. But tuples are not modified. They can only be read. So the data entered into the tuple cannot be changed no matter what. Once we enter the data into the tuple, we cannot change the data. The exception is when the data is inside the tuple is mutable. Only then the tuple data can be changed. The example is given below. Here I have declared a tuple, which is name of the tuple is my tuple. In that I have declared three elements, that is 1, 2, 3. If I print this tuple, it will only print 1, 2, 3. No bracket will be printed. Okay, and this data cannot be modified further. Once it is declared, the tuple is being declared. It can be only read. It cannot be modified. The third data structure is the dictionary. Dictionary is mostly used. List and dictionary are mostly used in Python. So the dictionary contains a key value pair basically. So they are used to store a key value pair, means one key will be there and the specific value assigned to it will be there. So let us consider an example. If we take an example of a phone dictionary where there are hundred of names and their corresponding numbers are being added. Now here the constant value are the name and the phone number is called as the key. Okay, so in the key value, the value will be the name and the key will be the phone number. So for the various name, there are various number attached. Okay. Now if you access the value of a key, you will obtain the specific name as well as the phone number. So this is called as a key value pair. Means for specific key, there will be a specific value. So if you take an example, here one dictionary is being declared. Name of the dictionary is my underscore dicts. It is an empty dictionary. If we print this, it will only print, nothing will be printed since there is no data into the dictionary. Once if I declare the key value pair, like for 1 is assigned to Python and 2 is assigned to Java. I have given the code for the languages. So if we print this dictionary, it will print 1 colon Python and 2 colon Java. So this is a key value pair. So in dictionary, we store the data in the form of key value pair. So these are the basically three data structures that are used in Python widely, that is the list, tuple and the dictionary. So I hope everyone is clear with the idea what are the different data structures used in Python and how the data is being stored into the Python. In the next video, we will be seeing the further elements of Python language. So stay tuned and thank you for watching the video.